Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Look above your head at the moonlit sky. The stardust drips and shines brightly in your eye. So baby, stay with me where the sun doesn't go down, and we will drift away until the day the world stops spinning. Oh, baby. Oh, 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 oh.
Alright, welcome back everyone. We are hopping on into the round of 16 now. Of course, this is the final best of one. After this, it's just going to be best of threes throughout. So this is kind of where, well, I want to say it gets a little bit easier afterwards, but maybe a little bit less random. But yeah, of course, we have a good game coming up right now. We have Apeks versus GamerLegion. Apeks surprising with a very dominant win over Havu. GamerLegion, I believe, having an equally dominant win over LDLC, but I don't think that was really as surprising. Of course, a little bit more expected. But I do think this is definitely going to be an exciting game here as Draken spotting that cross over towards Secret. Sees 4 players making their way over and actually is able to connect a decent amount of damage. Akis gets dinked down. Nido should be able to find this player in towards Doran. Indeed he will in the end. So the goal really there for Grusound, of course, was to try and hold off the rotation down to the vents, so that's not going to happen anymore. Instead, now Apeks, they're going to have quite a few players already on this B-bomb site to actually deal with it. It's not going to be easy. Dennis finds 2 quickly on the USP. Known as the Pistol King in the past, shows what he's capable of still as he brings it up to 3 off the back of that Glock frag in the end. 1-0, GamerLegion can pick up the opening pistol here on their CT side of Nuke. This is the first time we get to see them as well. We haven't covered any of their games yet, so it's going to be interesting to see how they're playing. Obviously playing pretty well if they've made it to this point, but Apeks, I do think, could be a considerable foe after what we've seen from them there in that previous map against Havu. But it didn't really seem like Havu were too great on Vertigo based on how they played in that previous one. Just trying to pile over Silo right now. Only blocks to work with, so as you can see, easy pickings for Draken. He's able to find 3 quick with the M4. Freddy then gets one coming through the door. Maybe able to double down. Indeed, a little bit of extra money for the UMP. But of course, as I said, that was a full eco from Apeks, so this is where they're actually going to be coming onto the buy now. Two Kriegs, 3 AKs. Utility-wise, it is also pretty good. They've got nades, the smokes, a few flashes, a couple of Molotovs as well. One Molotov. So it's not a bad buy. This is a pretty good investment for Apeks, especially considering, of course, GamerLegion keep a couple weaker weapons into this round. And even then, it doesn't really give them enough to be able to get the full buy in the next round, of course. So GamerLegion, if they do lose this, they could be a tough spot coming. They could be in a tough spot in the next round. Rather, to be maybe just one player that's able to buy. That's Draken. Everyone else would probably be left with pistols and Kevlar if they wanted to go for it. So this is a real good opportunity for Apeks to come in on the first gun round and start building up a few, or at least a couple rounds rather, on the B side early on. Dignitas lost. Now, Dignitas won their game, but they're going to be waiting a while because the game in the round before them was 2-0. While, well, when we started waiting for this one to start, it might be like halfway through or almost over at this point, but they were definitely waiting a while. They picked up their previous win against Nexus. Close game, I believe, 16-13 or something. But the opening kill in this round has gone over towards Apeks, of course, and the wall of smokes down has allowed them to get very aggressive up in towards the garage. Not all that much time to work with, though, so where are they actually going to try and bring this one? The bomb, I think, is pushed up towards the spawn as well in garage, so yeah. I mean, maybe an A-split, try and send a couple players up into heaven, a couple players into main. I think they creeped one down secret, so they could potentially have that. No, they didn't actually. Yeah, there's one kind of just watching it. They haven't actually sent one down. That's a CT player, I believe, that is positioned down there. In the meantime, they try and defend the A-bomb site, but they're not going to be successful. Grusarn finds Hampus. We've seen Rusty try and swing out to at least get the trade. He gets his head ripped off, and with that Apeks, they just overrun the A-bomb site. Freddy B and Dennis are in a position where if they can at least save these two M4s, it'll give them a decent enough buy in the next round, because Draken can manage to buy for himself as well. Rusty could maybe scrape together a buy with a FAMAS and a small bit of utility potentially. But GamerLegion not going to have a perfect buy in this next round, so it kind of does rely on both of these players being able to save. Is that Freddy right below Truth? Yeah, this could be dangerous. I'm not sure if he heard the scope of the Krieg. Apparently not. It's pronounced with an AH, and so Apeks, like that. Cheers, Jova, for the information. GamerLegion has only played Nuke, so they're pretty good. Have they actually just played Nuke throughout the entire qualifier so far? If so, damn. I mean, the first 4 rounds we covered were all Inferno, to be fair. 2-1, as I said, the weapons needed to be saved over. Draken does manage to buy up an M4 for a teammate, I believe, and takes a scout in return. They have a FAMAS that was able to be dropped over by bringing one of those weapons into play, so it is a decent buy overall, as I said, for GamerLegion, but not perfect. This is an opportunity of Apeks pick up this round, then GamerLegion are looking at an eco. At that point, it's going to be a 3-2 lead for Apeks, most likely, before we actually see another full gun round from GamerLegion. So, ideally, GamerLegion do want to pick this up and not allow for Apeks to actually get off to such a strong start. Let's see. Draken on that scout can be a dangerous player indeed. Currently positioned towards outside and spots the head of that player over the smoke. That didn't actually connect, apparently. That one neither will eventually get the opportunity to hit him right on the dome. Grusarn will get taken down. But that was surprising that it took so long for any damage at all to be dealt right there. It wasn't until they actually got the kill. Hampus able to find one player trying to creep out a door as well. And Apeks are not finding any success early in this round right now. Just being picked off one by one. You see Gratifaction at that point felt like he needed to pick up the trade frag. That didn't work out eventually. Akers will be able to get one. But it still leaves them in a 2-on-4. That's going to be very difficult to actually salvage. Looks like they want to try and creep outside over towards Secret. It is being spotted by Draken, and also he can call for a quick peek in from main, I believe that is. Able to actually connect the shot on the scout as they cross over. So 40 seconds remaining. I mean, they don't have to go ahead and commit towards that B-bomb sign. As you can see, they do decide to actually make their way back and see if they could take that scout down, potentially. Draken, though, not falling for it. Taking an easy finish onto the player that he previously tagged, and then also managing to tag down Akers to make it a little bit easier for his teammates to come in and finish that one off. So 3-1 for GamerLegion. Immediately returning it around after Apeks were able to get one, but, I mean, their economy is still decent. Yeah, they're still able to get themselves a pretty solid buy. 2 Kriegs, they have the op as well on towards Trute. And let's see what sort of spawn he's working with. Actually, it's a really strong spawn. That's why he is taking it, I would imagine. Going to be bringing it over towards door. Will they nade it off, or is he just going to try and open it and see if he can get a pick towards main? Yeah, looks like he just wants to try and open it and see if anyone's aggressively. Unfortunately, that Molotov actually does quite a bit of damage before, I believe, GamerLegion go ahead and extinguish it for him. Like, sorry, that's enough. That's enough damage for now. Oh, that nade. Slowing Mercedes. It looked like he was about to get spammed alongside it, but fortunately for his sake, that didn't happen. Apeks taking it slow here in the beginning of the round. Most of their players focus towards outside, including the bomb. You can see Truth, I believe, just boosted up right now, trying to see if he can find any kills. And, of course, Draken's still working with just the scout at the moment, so he doesn't have the best weapon to actually fight off against that op. And already taken low. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter too much. The op will take him down either way in one shot. Time is slowly beginning to run down. We'll eventually see them beginning to move forward. It looks like they do want to try and split in towards A. So yeah, the smoke going over towards Garage, I believe it was, to stop anyone who might be playing on the right side from actually holding the A main cross. We do see Freddy B, though. He's pushed close to Secret, which is a position, rather, that very likely won't be expected, but so far hasn't even been needed. The players on the bomb site itself are going to be successful in holding it down, with only one casualty, as Draken did eventually fall, but that's not a worry because the op now is being retrieved and dropped over to Draken. 4-1 it. Apeks will have to just go ahead and take the eco now as well. I mean, they've some money to work with, so they're able to at least buy a few deagles. They're getting 2,900 in the next round as well, so they've plenty to get the buyout. So they've got the opportunity here to at least try and get a couple kills, continue doing some damage, and just keep that economy low for GamerLegion. Let's see, what's the plan? Having all deagles, I mean, you'd expect them probably to just split out and see if they can find some longer ranged kills on them. That was a ridiculous shot right there by Draken. You can barely see the top of the head moving across the screen. Manages to get the edge of it just through the box. Nice kill by Hampus as well over towards door being found, and so far looking pretty easy for the rifles indeed. Freddy B still holding outside, not going to allow anyone to wrap around towards main. Let's see though, Iggy's could potentially find something right now. As I said, at the time, it ends up being a little bit awkward for him. Director also being a little bit awkward, swaps us over to Dennis, but he also finds a kill, as we've seen the final player trying to actually creep forward on ramp. So a clean anti-eco right there from GamerLegion. Apeks, as I said, didn't invest very much at all. They just all bought up deagles. We're hoping to get a couple of kills at least. But despite that not paying off, they do still have, of course, a very strong buy.